Good. All right. Okay. So now, what do we do next? Well, remember, since we're subtracting, what we have to do next is we have to distribute that minus sign. Right? We have to distribute the minus sign. So this is going to become addition, and we negate each term in this row, in the second row. That's what it means to distribute the minus sign. So we distribute. So this becomes, this becomes minus 0x to the 4. This was minus 8x squared, right? But now it's going to be 8x squared, double negative, right? Sap and sun rules. This was just 5. It's negative 5. This was x cubed. It's minus x cubed. This was x. This is minus x. Here, really, you don't have to negate because this is 0, but I do out of habit, I guess, with these kinds of problems. Now we can add, right? So we get this. So we get x to the 4 by combining, by adding. 2x squared plus 8x squared is 10x squared. 5 plus negative 5, that's 0. 0x cubed plus minus x cubed is minus x cubed. As you can see, 0x plus minus x, minus x. Good. And almost there, because the polynomial then we get from here, this. Are we done? Well, almost. Right? Because what we need to do is write this in standard form. Namely, we don't want zeros here, so this zero's got to go. This minus x cubed, well, that's going to go here. You want the exponents of x to be decreasing as you go from left to right. So again, the 0 is going to go. The minus x cubed, well, that can't be here because we want the exponents of x to decrease from left to right. Right? 4 goes down to 2. 2 goes up to 3. So what do? Just rewrite it. Now it's in standard form, as you can see. Good. Okay. So that's this example. Okay. Are there any questions on that? Okay. So for the next one, this one I figured everyone should give it a shot. I mean, if you don't finish it, that's okay. I'm only gonna have you guys work on it for like 2 minutes just to start it up, I guess, at least, just to get started at least. Because there is a worksheet I really want everyone to work on. Again, I'm trying to do some of the activities that I would do in a face-to-face environment. Just let me stop the recording. Okay. Oh, wait, someone had a question. Is it required to do the columns? You can solve it any way you want. I'm doing the column method because for me personally, I just like that method better. But remember how I also said you can add and subtract horizontally? You can do that. Or really any method as long as it's, as long as you show enough work. So, yeah. All right. Good. You're welcome. Remember, if you have a question, I mean, now I can see the chat, but when I'm lecturing, I can't see it. So, are there any other questions? Okay, so I'm going to stop. Okay, so we're going to subtract here, right? Okay, so again, we have one polynomial and we're subtracting one from the other. And again, we don't have a choice about which polynomial is on top, that is. We don't get that choice because subtraction, again, is not commutative. So this is the one that has to be on top. That's what happens here. Okay, that's good. Again, each term, as you can see, is getting its own column. That's the first polynomial. So that's for the first polynomial. For the second one, okay, 2x to the 4, where does that go? Well, we have an x to the 4 column, right? So this is going to go into x to the 4. You also see that the minus 7x cubed, right? That's going to go in the x cubed column because they're like terms. X squared, right? That's going to go in the x squared column, as you can see. All right, that's good. Minus x and 7, right? Well, there's no terms from this polynomial that go in here. So you could leave them blank or put 0 in as placeholders. Okay, so that's what we get here. All right, now, well, not quite ready to combine actually, because the minus sign, right? We have to distribute that. So we change it to addition and we distribute that minus sign, right? The 2 here, 2x to the 4, becomes minus 2x to the 4. Minus 7x cubed, right? But when you put another negative there, right, 2 negatives, you get plus 7x cubed. X squared, you negate it, negative x squared. I mean, these you really could leave alone, but again, I just negate it. I negate them out of habit in a problem like this. Now we can combine 5x to the 4 minus 2x to the 4, right? That's 3x to the 4. X cubed plus 7x cubed, 8x cubed, right? We changed it to addition. X squared minus x squared, that's 0. Minus x minus 0x, well, that's just minus x, and 7 minus 0 is 0. Okay, I mean, this one was a little bit easier in that we didn't have to make extra columns. So our answer is this, right? Again, we want it in standard form. So we have x to the 4, right? The exponents of x, excuse me, over here, they're decreasing as you go from left to right. The 0x squared, we just don't write that. So any questions on that? Because if not, we can start on the worksheet. Yeah?
When we're showing our work, do you want us to show that it comes out to be 0x squared, or can we just cancel it out?
Either one's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You just really want to show enough work so that I know that you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay? Awesome question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, that actually brings up another point. I know I show like all these steps when doing these problems, right? Like the table, I put each entry in, you know, one at a time. But again, like on an exam, quiz, or whatever, you don't have to show every single step. You want to show enough so that I know that you know what you're doing. If you decide to proceed using the vertical method like this, but you do want to show some steps though. So, because I know in a quiz or exam, you have a time, you still have some kind of time constraint. So, yeah. Hope that made sense. All right. Right. Okay. So now let's get to the worksheet. So let me share that. No, that's not. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Okay. Good. Good. Although I'm not sure I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if people can see that yet. Let me share it. There we go. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so again, I just want everyone to work on these 4 problems. Take about like 10 minutes. Then we'll go through it together, okay? So let me stop the recording.